All right, so what's the easiest way to put out a meltdown? This strategy is called modeling. If you're a parent of a kid with autism or a young child, you know that reasoning with them does not work. If someone's in a meltdown, you're not going to be able to explain your way out of it. It's kind of like taking a baby with no language and trying to tell them why they need to use a fork to eat their peas, not throw them on the floor, and quit screaming and just sit there. If the kid's having a meltdown, they don't have the language or the cognitive capacity to understand what it is you're trying to say and do. Even children who are older who do develop that cognitive capacity, they are not able to access that if they are triggered or they're in real meltdown mode. Think fight or flight. They're not going to be able to access the cognitive part of their brain to reason these things because they're running on instinct at the moment. We often like to point the finger as individuals with disabilities or small children to have these meltdowns. But we as adults, typically developing with all our full cognitive capacities, cannot reason through things when we are also in the middle of a meltdown. If a mom is running on instinct, if she has a child that is about to die, you're not going to be able to reason with her. She's just running on sheer instinct. So when someone's having a complete and utter meltdown, what can you do to help bring that down? This strategy is called modeling. So you try to get yourself in a state exactly what you want the child to be in, or the individual, the older individual with disability. This will involve a lot of controlling your heart rate and your physical responses. If you are in fear, as a person is having a meltdown, your heart rate will increase. This will just make the situation with the individual worse because your heart rate and their heart rate will actually sync together. We are kind of like pack animals, like puppies that sleep together, and once one starts to go out, they all start to go out. And if you've noticed a baby that ever fell asleep beside you, right when they go is right when you've just reached that point of absolute relaxation. So how do you do this with someone who is absolutely freaking out? Well, it takes practice and it takes a lot of training. So trainings like this and understanding, using your cognitive capacities when you are not emotional, but at the same time, go enter a situation. Go into a situation where someone has a meltdown and then put gentle hands on them and notice your heart rate. Is it regulated? Is it calm? Is it slow? Or is your heart rate increasing because you're in a state of fear? Your heart rate increases, so will theirs. So you have to keep it down, use your brain over your instinct. And if they will let you, provide a gentle touch on their face or on their arms, like up near their shoulders, and help that person feel your body so their heart rate can come down. Modeling in general is a very, very useful teaching tool to all children, but with individuals with disabilities or young children, it is absolutely essential that you be able to show and demonstrate the state that you want the child to be in.